Hi, I'm Candi from Alvarado, Texas. I've always struggled with weight. I've always been a bigger girl, so it's just kind of been the norm. And then as I became a mom, I'm a school nurse, and I have older children, started thinking about, oh man, grandkids are coming soon, and I'm not going to be able to keep up with them. And so that became a big topic in my household with my husband. And then I started having health issues with high blood pressure, high cholesterol, all those fun things. And so I really started looking at what my life was going to be like from that point on. I have a friend, teacher that I worked with that had surgery at Ultimate Bariatrics, and she had referred me. And so I told my husband, I'm just going to go for a consult and see what they're about. I've always been very anti-bariatric surgery. And so I went for the appointment, and I came home. He wanted to know what I thought, and I was like, I'm going to schedule surgery. So it was a pretty instant decision my mind was made up that was what I was going to do. I was given the several choices for several surgeries, and I chose gastric bypass right off the bat. I'm kind of a one and done kind of person, and so I didn't want the chance of something not working or needing to have a revision, and so I chose to do full-blown gastric bypass. From the beginning, that was my choice. So from the time I walked in at Ultimate Bariatrics, I was greeted by the amazing front desk staff. I met nurses, assistants, and then I met Dr. Smith first, and he went over everything with me. From that point, it moved very fast. So I was assigned an advocate, and once I got in touch with them, I was in touch with nutrition, with my psychiatry services, and it was just a super fast process, but with the best people I could have imagined to do that with. I think the biggest struggle for me was the prep before. On a liquid diet, trying to figure out what my diet was going to look like while still raising a family, cooking for my husband, cooking for my kids, and being around family. We're a huge family, do a lot of family gatherings, and so that was super tough. But I would say that was probably like a 7 or 8 for me on the scale. But once surgery was done, I felt like soreness and those things, trying to figure out what I was doing, but I had great support from nutrition services and the doctor's office. So originally when I was asked what my goal weight was, I really didn't have a goal weight. I wanted to be healthier. So I started out at 312 pounds. I had surgery in June, and so I am down to 207. And so it was a huge drop for me, but still for me, even to this day with the number, I was started out on 3 blood pressure medicines, and I'm now down to only half of 1. No cholesterol meds anymore. I'm not even on antidepressants or anxiety meds anymore. Like my whole feel and my energy level and all of that has completely changed. So now that I've had surgery and I've lost, I just feel overall better. I feel like I've really paid attention to the things I put into my body. I wouldn't say I became a health nut, but really just trying to make sure that I'm getting the right amount of protein and the right amount of liquids. But my husband says that I don't ever sit still anymore. Used to, I came home, crashed on the couch, watched some TV, crashed again, went to bed. Now my bedtime has always been 8 or 8:30. Now it's like 9:30, 10. I'm up doing things. The house is definitely cleaner than it used to be, but overall just have a huge amount of energy. I even had a big race with my nephew the other day in the backyard. Never thought I could have done that, and I actually kept up with him, and he's 11, so I was pretty excited about that. We've always been very active. I was very active growing up, always played softball, basketball, tennis was a big part of my life, and I kind of hung all that up because I just hurt too bad. I didn't really have the energy to do that, and so I'm looking forward into getting back into some of those things and enjoying being active. Ultimate Bariatrics, with the amount of support they've provided, and just they have it all together. And I feel like every person I've talked to that has had the surgery, including myself, wonders why we didn't do it sooner. I would say thank you to Dr. Smith for giving me the options and being upfront about those options, about how they weren't going to be easy, how there would be obstacles, but what he felt that my goals could be and what my end outcome could be. And then obviously for Dr. Roberts for actually doing my surgery and being the support I needed afterwards. I'm Candi from Alvarado, Texas, and I'm living the ultimate life.